Hey guys, good morning. We're here with one Carstein campaign, the fourth one, part 3. Like the last one, this one is also a challenge one. This time we only allowed to use the heroes and zombies, which make it particularly slow and challenging in this part of the current game. So you can see 8 hours later, still turn 29. I think the third one Carstein campaign was only flying units allowed in the armies. That one was pretty easy. Here, when we just limited with the zombies, how do you get capacity for of heroes for 2 armies when your allies suck? Literally. So might not be even possible to win this one. Because zombies are basically just mid shields. They don't do any really damage. With the zombie skill, it's probably people who survived the Wind of Death or hits from heroes. Yoo-hoo! We're doing this campaign probably today for about, I don't know, 5 hours, and then we'll switch to PoE. Rubio used the Many Month request for the league starter. I started in Delirium. Got to like level 20, 30, something, I don't know. Didn't get the mobs. Oh, it's a bit low. Best to keep the volume a little bit low, got a headache today. Okay, we need to keep Mumford alive, so we can actually do something here. We are strength 116. This is gonna be one of the big issues in this type of campaign. The zombies and heroes don't add anything to the strength rank. So we are always considered to be really weak. Military allies with Sylvania and at war with Karahir, Zubar and Auland. This campaign can go south any turn, and I made sure if this campaign is going to be a short one that we have you know, a backup to play, because I don't want to play another mouse campaign immediately. It is kind of like a sellout campaign, you know. Of course, everything money involved on Twitch is sellout. It came out of nowhere. Warriors of Chaos, so you guys get to see Warriors of Chaos, but we don't play for 70 turns. Further turns are connected to the nations and the sub-gifts, so you guys can extend the campaign. Information is on the exclamation mark next. So we could have just a regular short campaign of Chaos, 70 turns, or we could have a really long campaign. It's gonna be up to chat. I'm not sure, you know, how much people are gonna throw with this, or if they're gonna go with it, but it could turn into quite an exhausting campaign. So, yeah, you never know. Are you crazy, Ardus? People have to pay to get something. Streamer has to, you know, have a real job and then entertain for free. Isabella. Look at this, look at this. This is a really nice stuff, but not for this campaign. Isabella is such a great lord. It looks a little bit generic, like it's like a weaker Manfred, but has a better unit flavor. We got Ark and Conroy, we got a Hellsteed. If she's gonna fight, she really needs some defense, further defense, cause she's only gonna be taking a lot of damage casting spells. So we do need to get hunger. It's all about spells, cause we are really relying on powerful characters. Need all that power. Oh, so I remember what happened last time here. We had an army of zombies, playtesters, we called them this campaign, and we barely taken Karakdromer, raised it. And look at this, pop from the other side of the mountains already. It's like they were waiting for us to raise the settlement so they can take it, rebuild the brewery, make dwarf beer great again. Add all those hipster shit brews, you know,
Then go.
in it.
I will not disgrace my ancestors.
You need me?
What?
This is actually a real big problem.
Nice.
This is like so unrealistic to deal with dwarves at this point in the campaign. We had a battle here as well. We kind of need more vampires, and we're not gonna get. We get 3 more vampires when this city gets tier 4, and this is gonna take a while. Don't have the luxury for growth, but I guess we can switch this for growth. The growth and corruption command is pretty good. We get 20 growth in the province and +1 corruption per region in the province, so in this case 3. Got Dido brought to 5500 health, pretty tanky now. Still need some resistances, you know. This units really need resistances. We need the stuff like Dawnstone and a potion of toughness, so we don't have to worry about this guy dying. He almost died all this campaign twice. We had one very close call with that. Let's finish this off. Shilizer will get back his Shield of Tolos. This lord for some reason does not get base missile resistance like other lords. Probably because they give her physical resistance, so it's extra weaker against range. And stuff like this. Anything that can ride a dragon should get a Shield of Tolos anyways. It's better even than the Armor of Destiny in a way, if you stay in the air. But Armor of Destiny overall, of course, is going to be more versatile protection. Usually the wizards which don't do fighting get Shield of Tolos like Guild or Battle Wizards. While the wizards that do fighting like the vampires, they get Trickster Helm, Armor of Fortune, Armor of Destiny. We need to take down Zubar. I thought we had them here, but they all spam the whole army. Was it like 3 turns? These dwarves, they multiply like rabbits. Don't even see greenskins spam this much. If we forced them to get confederated, it's actually gonna be a good thing at this point.
Darkness comes. March. Countess of
I'm not gonna be out to the zone against veteran range units until all my guys get immortal. What's happening? We'll just put the zombies somewhere here, out of sight. Send in the characters. Everything got changed when you got this bench. The bench is just critical. Being a super tanky melee expert and wannabe duelist. Just love how the bench actually is tagged as a duelist and not a melee expert. While the literal tankiness of the bench is what means melee expert.
I thirst.
It's not an effective mob killer. The way the CA does it, which, you know, melee expert is somebody who can kill lots and lots of infantry, while duelist is the one who specializes fighting 1-1.
Slaughter them.
While this is totally wrong. The melee expert is somebody who can also take lots and lots of damage as well. You can just, you know, you can send him there and forget about it.
Die.
Not all about damage. Banshee can have very impressive attack and he always does impressive damage. So it will get much better later on with attacks. Need about 60 attack in Banshee to be real effective.
Endless night. So be it. Your time has come. Isabella von Carstein. Yes.
I think I'm totally recovered from whatever I had a couple of days ago. Passed after 5-6 days. Had some really big stomach issues last 2 days, but it might be related to the save corruption. I always get stomach issues from stress, especially related to save corruptions.
Isabella von Carstein.
Must have been just from medicine as well,
Ascendant.
or a combination of both. Agitated stomach and stress.
All shall bow.
Should kill the Lord for the extra money, but don't really care about the other stuff. Yeah, I feel like the Banshee could also have some further great flavor. But the Banshee, you know, is kind of like you know, duelist and an assassin. It's a kind of rogue hero. But since its massive resistances can also be a tank. So yeah, the Banshee as it is, you know, fits. Banshee is one of the most powerful heroes in the game. Just like don't need to buff it at all. But wouldn't mind seeing some more flavor around the units, so you can actually make other units viable in campaign. Would be nice, you know, if all unit types are viable, right? Like the Vamp, for example, also one of the most powerful heroes in the game. It just has, you know, impressive stats, spells, flyer, healing, and with items, it's just the whole package is amazing. By itself, nothing impressive. Well, the Banshee only by itself is impressive. You put items on Banshee and get a godlike tank. And eventually a killer as well. With Isabella, the vampires are even more impressive. They have become damage dealers as well. They get they have even more damage than Vlad or Isabella. But this is just because they forgot to put armor piercing on Vlad and Isabella.
Fine.
Hey Ruvia, what level did you get up yesterday?
Vampire. At once.
The lake finally cleared when I went to sleep. And then I relogged to see standard and they reset the whole atlas. All that progress, I have to do it all over again. I guess it makes sense because they added new stuff to standard as well.
Crush the breathers.
Get 2 hours of sleep. I actually had 9 hours of sleep. 9 hours. I'm fully rested, ready for a long day.
Isabella von Carstein. Excellent.
Have I played Warhammer Diablo-like game? I did. You can watch it on YouTube if you missed it. From what we played at the time, was just a shameless cash grab. But it was Warhammer, and we're suckers for the Warhammer, you know, games and lore, so we played it. I haven't played it with since they updated the bit and released the Tomb Kings. The game might have gotten much better. You know, if you're looking for a good game, it's not a good game. But if you're looking for some hack and slash in a Warhammer universe and you're a fan of Warhammer lore, you can get definitely something there. So it might be worth considering, you know, like checking out on the sale if you really want to see, you know, some of the Warhammer stuff there. going to raise Oakenhammer as well.
I thirst. Yes, Neferata was right.
Yeah. For $20, totally worth it. Totally worth it. Just for some of the Warhammer bits and pieces. You definitely get your money's worth if you try a couple of characters. I'm gonna play that with a Slayer. Maybe I take I'm definitely gonna take another look at that game eventually. Definitely. You know, I was checking out the streamers yesterday in PoE. Like, I have no idea who all those people are, you know, because yeah, from my days in PoE, I watched like Nugian, Eat Up, Creep, maybe, you know, check some others. And then I was like checking it yesterday. I was looking where the hell is Eat Up, why is he not playing PoE? And I saw Eat Up playing a Warhammer Age of Reckoning. It's like, and I was just talking about this game recently, and I was actually checking, and it felt like 2006 all over again. That did not really age well, but you know, people, you know, they're suckers for Warhammer lore, they're suckers for the Warhammer universe, and they're gonna play it. Just, you know, there are not many good Warhammer games out there. This is the best one. There's definitely a big market for Warhammer, but there's a lot of these developers that just, you know, abuse it. They just charge a big price on a below average product, and people just get disappointed year after year after year. The CA has done an incredible job with their the Warhammer games, like the best one out there. I dare say this is even far better than Dawn of War was. But then again, you can't really compare Warhammer Fantasy and Warhammer 40k. It's like different feelings, right? This is definitely the best Warhammer Fantasy game that was ever made. Numero uno. Good job, CA. There's so much shit out there that has a Warhammer name on it. So much shit. They like filters. And of course, we suckers for the Warhammer. Now that we got sucked in, we wanna, you know, see more, try it more. Hack and slash Warhammer, some different strategy Warhammer, you know, RPG Warhammer. There's still companies that just milk people with the, you know, it's Warhammer, just buy it. You can get like 2 hours of it, we promise. It's like it's treating the Warhammer fan base like fat cows ready to get milked, and they don't even do a proper milking. They do low effort and don't even know how to milk a cow. This is what it is, guys. You know, this is what it is. Better at their job, and they don't even know how to use it properly. While here, you know, we're getting quality product. You know, of course, nothing is perfect, and we're slowly getting milked. But you know, we are bloated. We are bloated these days, and it's like, you know, CA. You know, they have multiple teams, and the Warhammer team is not big enough these days. Content is slowing down. Just imagine, you know, there would know like some other distractions like that mini campaign every 3 weeks, 3 months, and we'll get proper Warhammer content. If we get some proper milking, we'll not get bloated and, you know, sore.
Join me for dinner. I thirst.
We had to get real Zuber here. Oh, but the ideal if Mumford actually exists to settlements. When's the best time to make a second army? When you can afford it. You need to create your first army that can deal with anything, and then expansion, usually 1 full province, 2 or 3 full provinces, depending what faction you play, different economies. And then you have a decision. Are you going to invest your current income into military, get like XX security, potentially expand even further? or are you going to use that income into building your city into tier 3, tier 4 plus, and then get a second army? It's like you know this and nobody else. You have to learn this for yourself. It's like if you play with Bretonia, you get second army immediately, turn 1. Some factions just get their armies faster, but the second army means a second lord. You know, lord equals second army, because, you know, lord is an army in itself.
Bow before me.
With the horde factions getting multiple armies, it's tricky. You have to get things going, and things get complicated, especially if you cannot hide and if you separate. So I guess you're just building up a pile of armies together as you get more money.
At once. Swiftly.
You also have to understand, if you don't have enough money for the proper second army, your second lord is most likely not going to be a legendary lord. And those units might not even be that good, not supported by an elite unit or two that you start with. So it's just going to be a weaker army, just trying to stabilize things while you're building up. You know, thinking of getting an army like this, you know, you might think you're like that you need it, but you really don't. You really don't. The best way to do it is stabilize with one army and then build up. This, the long term, it has the highest value. But sometimes diplomacy will not allow this, so you'll feel pressured.
Quickly.
And of course, it greatly varies what faction you're playing.
Vampire. Blood frenzy. I am pleased. I am
Like for example, with the vampire counts, with the undead, you want to get a second army as soon as possible, because you're going to be prioritizing the free skeletons technology. A vampire lord, maybe one or two elite units in the army, and rest skeleton warriors or spearmen. It's really solid. So for the vampire counts, you want to get a second army as fast as possible the moment you get the technology available to you. And then you know, you're going to be getting more as you expand, and slowly gonna add quality units while you're still gonna keep a skeleton base, or you're just gonna keep some free skeleton armies around while supporting your army with Grave Guard. So there's definitely options. There's definitely options.
tremble, mortals. Isabella von Carstein. The living will join us.
Way more resistances here.
I thirst for blood. It shall be. Vampire.
That's why it will not last that long.
We are immortal.
Give everybody attack. Debuff the enemy. Don't have the lore master yet, but it's still worth casting for 9. It's gonna cost 7. It's gonna be really good for 7. The spell is incredible with lore master, especially, you know, when you're expect to take melee damage.
If you dare. Vampire. At once.
Trying to disengage with their range.
Darkness. Quickly. Bring death. Isabella von Carstein.
And is a little bit more resilient than the regular lord. But as dwarves, dwarves have got melee experts.
Swiftly! At once! Swiftly! Isabella von Carstein! Noble of the night! I need blood!
Or casting a bit of shade just increases its damage. It's always on piercing.
We are the new order! Cultus! All shall bow! They will suffer! End them!
The Dane is not getting hit. Has 66 defense.
Might has fallen! Ha ha! We are immortal! Level Carstein's march! Isabella von Carstein!
It almost looks like we are stuck between another infantry unit and a tank and we're not getting any hits. When there is an infantry model between a large and another infantry model, a large model can just stand there and do nothing even for multiple minutes. That's why if you do this, everybody has to be mounted.
Agreed!
But the Banshee was probably causing this issue, or a long bit in between. How do you scout undercities? Well, the Skaven will eventually build too much. The AI has a bad code building the undercities, and eventually you're gonna discover them just by doing nothing. Nothing dangerous will happen except just some annoying corruption, which is, you know, almost trivial. The moment they do something, you know, that they're not supposed to be doing, you'll discover them. You know, of course, building the building is the best way to discover them if you want to get rid of them, and having heroes in the region.
Fine!
The amount of Miska's damage is feels like still a little bit high for 95 armor. 10% ward save.
Vampire! Isabella!
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit!
Hey, priest. Yoo-hoo. Hey, Sega.
Bring him!
So definitely stabilize Zuber. We still get 3 armies in one city though.
All shall know me and tremble.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that.
Will drown in blood.
I mean, what can fucking Mumford do with an army like this when the dwarves mind will have stuff like this?
It is night.
Why the fuck is the AI not recruiting Graveguard turn 29? They used to. I mean,
Night.
just dwarf stuff, AI stuff, Vampire stuff. They really killed the Vampire AI.
Save the world into time.
Making them more aggressive will accomplish nothing. They have to, you know, get better units. It's like no way they win out to resolve with this shit against range units. As the campaign progresses, it gets even worse because they get free experience per turn, and the range units are stronger and out to resolve with higher experience.
Countess of Sylvania.
Lore Master is very strong. The real wizards have Lore Master. This makes Curse of Years, Invocation of Heck, and Wisdom Magic cheaper. Curse of Years on regular, so it becomes, because there's no Overcast, they cost 7. 7. By lowering their speed, the hitboxes will stay in place, so your units gotta be more effective to killing. And lowering their attack, you'll take less damage. This is good when you don't want to take damage. It's actually worth casting over a heal when it costs 7. It's way more worth cast over a heal when it costs 7. 32 seconds, 40 meters. So a lot of masters of a lot of vampires get really good Curse of Years. There's a 200-meter range as well. So usually when you would cast in a regular campaign, to make sure the Vargeists have an easy time. Not to really protect them from dying, but slowing the enemy has actually its effects. That's why, you know, the peasants don't know the real power of Gorst. Is his strong poison. His poison has extra 50% slow on the regular poison, so Gorst has the strongest vampire units, like the Graveguard or the Knights of the Blood Knights. So those guys cause even more slow. Just imagine Vargas and the Blood Knights with the strong poison. Gorst poison is what makes Gorst strong. It's not. He's just basically a glorified necromancer otherwise. His card is a Mortis engine, but it's too slow, and he can cast double the wind of death in a cessation. But that's not what makes Gorst strong. It's his poison, and of course faction effects. Some of these will snipe enemy spellcasters, Curse of Years, maybe multiplayer. You don't have to count enemy spellcasters in single player. That's a multiplayer thing. Yeah, Gorst is still part of Sylvanas. He's part of Sylvania. Hey, Konglok.
Expand Sylvania's borders.
Innocence lost. This sounds all very dangerous and sexual at the same time. This is still the most important thing to get. Twimbling 4 is probably better than the Pendulum here, because you're gonna get Wind of Death later. So if you like specialize in a Lamian bloodline as one of your main lords, Twimbling 4 is better than Pendulum. But Pendulum has its uses. You could use it as a much cheaper Wind of Death as well. The Lamian don't have a lore master, so Pendulum is definitely an option. Sometimes you're gonna have one remote range unit or two, and you know, we're casting Wind of Death on those unless you have a massive Winds of Magic power reserve, so Pendulum is gonna be better than fully upgraded than the Fibbling Foe. Yoo-hoo!
Thy right is mine.
I will not betray you.
Arcane winds.
Is there any use of the Bowman and handgunners from the Bloodkiss upgrade?
God.
I
Have
feel
you seen that
desperate for
shit?
some garrison
Holy
troops.
shit.
You know, emergency garrison. Hey, Carstein Empire, thank you for 28 months. Thank you, DM. So Shit Wizard is playing with the High King.
God.
I'm assuming it's
Have
your
you seen that
screenshot.
shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
And Sylvania has rank 126 elements. And you're not even at war with them. What kind of mods are you using, Shit Wizard? I have to start this first. What turn is it? How the fuck is Owlin still alive if Sylvania is so strong? It's like, what the fuck? Is this this is the beta, right? Yeah, that's the beta, of course. So we've been smashing them in on the left side, and what they do, they just expand into the right side like it's nothing. Why is Super stronger than Karakaden? This shit makes no sense. Karakaden probably never got proper economy as a faction legend lord. And what faction are you playing, Blood?
Darkness comes.
Wood Elves?
Soon I'll be all powerful.
Because you know, they do get strong like 1 in 8, 1 in 9 campaigns. But it's still pathetic.
I'll take Sigmar's throne.
Vlad von Carstein.
We destroy one dwarf and the other dwarves are moving in.
Do you take me for a wazzock?
Just crazy how they don't even have an industry building and they're getting 3 armies from this settlement.
Now. Yes, Neferata was right.
What do we have? Books. That's a nice one. We have on one side a massive empire, on one side dwarves. And if we don't fight dwarves, we can't do we can't do shit in this campaign. We're just forced to fight dwarves who are just stupid spammy. Broken. Because the green things are useless.
Destroy.
Oh, which one of you 1,000 people gonna give me that campaign where the green things actually defeated dwarves?
You
I don't give a
wish,
shit.
Master. Then go.
Oh man, I'm sick of these broken dwarves. It's been over 3 months now. So this guy's going in with 2 armies.
One rug?
Instead of us fighting the Empire, we're gonna have to go deal with the both wars now. So we get tier 4, he will not have enough damage to fight against a proper army.
Lord of the dead. I will not disgrace my ancestors.
Who
The worst thing is because we can't rely on Mumford to do anything. And it's like, we go left, clear them, they respawn to the right. We go right, they come from the left.
The true von Carstein. More sleep shines.
It is night.
Begone.
Oh, it's like there's nothing gonna be happening in this campaign until we get the Zubar. Absolutely nothing. Mumford is crippled by Zubar. And if Zubar doesn't die, Mumford can do anything. If Mumford can do anything, we can do anything.
Let us talk.
Because we're gonna be outnumbered like 10 times.
I go. I thirst.
No, I will not.
can't get more than
share
6
my
units here.
plan.
I am invincible. Very well. It is done.
This is a fortified.
King of Darkness.
What is unthinkable?
They merge their units.
The world will drown in blood.
Yeah, I'm actually going to push them to
Nine.
corruption here.
I thirst.
Never later. Finally getting good money.
All shall know me and tremble.
Well, if you guys are wondering anything campaign related, there is always a command, been here for years, exclamation mark campaign. Tells information about the current campaign. There's also exclamation mark previous, information about the previous campaign, exclamation mark next, information about the next campaign, if there is such thing planned, or whatever we are playing next. These commands exist to preserve the sanity of the streamer. So if anybody asks, you guys just pop a command. Wow, they actually just moved out of corruption. 50-50, huh? We need to get rid of those thunderers. The thunderers are dangerous. That's why the Fat Biyun is good. Get enough power. Minus 20. Why the Winds of Magic been weak this long in this part of the world? If it's 50-50, it's in their favor to win. Because it's a legend difficulty. The balance of power in diplomacy and battles is stacked against you. The difficulty. Even when it's not random.
Isabella von Carstein.
Those thunderers, they counter our characters.
I'm in your thrall.
Feather Biyuna 19. We'll need 4 of those to kill 2 thunderers.
Isabella von Carstein.
Blood frenzy.
Need to spread things around. It's not an orthodox army. The zombies have only one purpose on the battlefield: die. That is pretty much their role. Just die. Wish there was a scaling bonuses on buildings or technologies which actually make zombies more viable. We need a good resolve here so we can get rid of the city. This is it. This is the battle where the Zubar gets broken. Where we the war shifts. We also just spam miasma. 3 miasma is stronger than 1 Fate of Bayuna. It takes more time. Miasma is basically just a weaker Fate of Bayuna. But it's spammable. It's pretty good against larger units. The wars do resist some of it. I mean, I can't believe we have 3 vampires in the army and we have only 85 power reserve. Goddamn bad wins been for 20 turns in this region. No artillery, just take those zombies here.
Isabella.
Send a bench to pin the range and just gangbang this one. Yeah, gangbang a dwarf lord with Grimner. I like that's happening.
Isabella von Carstein.
Don't need this, just keep 3 vampires there. 3 vampires should be able to do it within a minute. Oh, this is nice round.
Swiftly! Surpass Nagash! Quickly! Bring death!
What the hell is that? Idiots throwing explosives.
Isabella von Carstein! Die! Queen of Darkness!
You have to be careful, those guns there are really bad for us. You can easily kill the vampires with guns.
Swiftly! Quickly! Swiftly! Quickly! Undeath Ascendant!
What the fuck is up with this long cast? Ah, she's on the other side, fuck.
And
Where was the other one?
I am darkness!
Smash their bones!
Vampire! Swiftly! von Carstein! End them! For blood! For Sylvania! Fine! Fine! Vampire!
We knew we handled that dwarf lord like a pro. Need to upgrade the invocation to actually be usable. Some of our casting in this current cost. 4 damage.
Noble of the night.
Countess! Very well.
Let's get the vampires to get rid of this.
I drink their blood!
Send this one after the range, especially those guns. Somehow this runesmith has been fighting off the White King with 77 fucking melee defense, anti-infantry and all, you know. What does this guy have? 45 melee attack, 45 defense. I wouldn't say anything was attained, you know, but fuck off, dwarf.
Vampire!
Is that a volley there?
Quickly!
Most likely they shot a volley there from the
At
guns.
once!
This range units are gonna be such a pain.
Swiftly! His lady! Yes! Good!
Just can't move through the fucking long bits. There's like invisible walls.
Will join us.
Can't fucking move through them.
As you command.
Blood magic!
Right King.
Swiftly! At
Look
once!
at those walls.
Swiftly! At once!
Sniper accuracy.
Swiftly! At once! We are the new order! Blood magic! Blood frenzy! Isabella von
Looks like she's surrounded here.
Bring death! So be it! To war! At once! All life!
We'll need to pin those range units that just do so much damage.
Swiftly! Quickly! Swiftly! So be it! Yes! Good!
Your desire?
Quickly! Swiftly! Isabella von Carstein!
Fucking hell, man.
Quickly! For blood! I need blood! Swiftly! Sylvania rules the night!
With the Zanganas.
At once! Swiftly! For Isabella! Tremble, mortals! Die! Isabella von Carstein! Bow
And then melee the range pin. We really need one more vampire there. At least one more.
Die! As inevitable as
It's not good enough. It's always gonna be this this close.
we are the new
We're
order.
losing just 1 second. Looks somewhat different, and we're gonna lose a hero. I mean, look at this thing here, man. Fucking Quarrelers are fighting off a White King with 77 metal defense.
Vampire! Your time has come!
Isabella von Carstein.
I'm in your thrall! Vampire! Swiftly! Very well!
That bench is gonna be non-killable here. We really need another lord to go with these guys. Okay, going off. This shouldn't be this much work, but the fucking dwarves, you know, they're just stupid on the battlefield. How many wins already have to cast to break the morale? Look at those fucking longboots, visible wall even while they're fleeing. Amiskas, let's go. It looks like every time we cast a spell we get a miscast. This is a set amount of power because of the bad winds in the region. There's the global mechanic, how much winds they're gonna be in the region, and it's RNG. It's currently bad here. We need to get rid of Zubar so Mumford gets a little bit more breathing room. Dwarves have become the Greensons, guys. They just spam. Look at this. Fucking hell, there's another army there. What the fuck? They had 5 armies then? They can't recruit an army that fast. You guys seeing this shit? Fucking Zubar, man. It's living cancer.
I will not disgrace my ancestors.
And you wonder why Mumford sucks. It's like he's getting bullied by Zubar. The Zubar become toxic. They're basically a major faction. We've been killing their armies like every 2 turns, and look at this, just another one like that.
Is unthinkable.
Descendant of Bethori.
They don't even have economy, man. They just bring another army like that. Fucking dwarves, man. Wouldn't say nothing if it was greenskins. But fucking dwarves with 5 armies and 2 cities. A minor faction.
Join me for dinner.
That means I don't do. Now, Ruby, I knew this this campaign would gonna be next to impossible. But I didn't expect Zubar to be that cancerous. I mean, literally, if you just leave them alone, they just bully Castle Drenhof until eventually they take it.
Be gone.
I thirst.
If I had a couple of Vargas, I would just bully shit out of them, but this is a challenge campaign.
Who wishes the red kiss? Move!
Not likely.
So much again about this, huh? So much about this, and Mumford is building, you know, nice armies to go against Longboots and Quarterlers.
Master.
By the time he gets actual proper armies, the enemy gonna have Iron Breakers, organ guns, and shit like that. It looks like the Vampire AI is 2 tier solos behind Dwarves.
You need me?
Do you take me for a wazzock?
The von Carstein.
Moving.
Nay.
What?
So Vlad from here doesn't have movement, which means they will not have movement either.
Vlad von Carstein. The world will drown in blood.
Dwarves are just so broken in the current set of game. So broken. Their minor factions more powerful than most big factions. The moment Karzakara confederates minor factions, they become godlike. Nothing wrong here, just minor Zuber faction make Karakaran look bad.
Who shall we destroy? Strike out.
Oh, look at this! They're not building another army here. That's a shocker.
I will not disgrace my
This army looks like a rank 7 plus. Let's go for growth. We need growth. Look at a strong army, we'll get tier 4. In those 3 extra vampires.
Be gone.
It's like our only chance to do anything this campaign. We should probably just save for Lamian Dark Arts. Looks like nothing else is good here. We have 3 lords.
King of
When we get another lord, the Blood Dragon could be nice.
bow before me, Lord of the Night.
The bonuses here are useless to us.
Oh
Except the
my
third one.
god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
I am invincible.
Darkness comes.
We do have money to get another lord.
Lord of the Dead.
Hey Toby. Yoo-hoo. In 4 months. I think I'm just gonna get a blood dragon for the lord. The only relevant bonus here is Lamia Dark Arts, and if we ever get to the point where we have strong army, then the corruption and public order are gonna be relevant. The Necrarch needs an army to be good. Blood Dragon can fight on him as a one-man army. Strong Blood Dragon Bloodline, thank you game! I only have a headache today, don't need another one. Imagine we got a Determined. Determined on Vampire counts, just delete it straight from the game.
Follow me.
It's funny how he's more powerful damage than Vlad. It's quite funny.
This better be important. All shall know me and tremble. Champion of the dark.
Vlad needs more speed, he doesn't have a mount. God damn it, man. When's the A-team back to this game? We have a lord with Red Incarnate, with supernatural horror, and his dragon, an item, a weapon, an enchanted item, and even a banner, if I'm not mistaken. He can have 6 times the terror, not detail, terror. 6 times terror. Just casual, you know, let's just waltz over a Dragonhofer and attack shit wizard. They're experts at bullying Dragonhof, so they can do that. Don't mind if they just lose one army. They have another one.
What is unthinkable?
This definitely looks like a retreat from this side.
Nay,
Look at this, guys. What the fuck are you gonna do against the Vampire Lord with this shit, Mogrim?
My bloodline calls. It is night.
I just love how he pokes out here and then all of a sudden we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Empire armies.
Expand Sylvania's borders.
My bloodline calls. What do you want?
I hunt. Move!
More sleep shines. Move.
I thirst. Strike out. Yes, my sire.
Stop that!
Might be able to bait out that army
Descendants.
outside.
On way, my lord.
Doesn't matter if these guys get wounded.
Do you take me for a wazzock?
Yes.
Speak.
Cloaked in darkness. Sleep is for the living.
I will not disgrace my ancestors.
Bring them death. Isabella von Carstein! I am immortal! Bow before me!
Blood frenzy.
Your will.
Isabella von Carstein!
With haste! On death's wings!
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Yes? With haste! On death's wings!
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
He got one of them swords. Just some random peasant sword.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy
You
shit.
see, just some random sword. And then he went into the shop and just put the effect on it. See, this is what blood has. One of these weapon effects. It's not a magical sword.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What
See,
the hell?
this is a regular sword, and you have the blood sword. Put some effect on it. It's still just a common sword. He's just a random guy.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit?
God damn, now it makes sense.
What the hell?
Vlad von Carstein.
No magic attacks here, like. Well, I'm surprised they didn't have nerf his armor like they nerfed all the vampire armors.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit?
Vlad in current stage should get +3 speed, armor piercing damage, or at least some of the weapon damage shooting armor piercing and magic attacks.
His lady.
And don't even get me started on the charge value, because I don't want to comment charge value single entity, it just gives me brain damage.
Isabella von
Oh my
Carstein.
god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
All shall bow before
All
me.
vampires should get another 3 speed. If they buff the speed on the giants, they should buff the speed on the vampires. You guys understand that giant now moves almost at the same speed as a
Oh
vampire.
my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Vlad is still stacking Warhammer 1 pretty much. Same with Grimgor. Yes, Zimli, yeah, they're almost impossible to hit with super fast.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Isabella von Carstein. At once. At once. Quickly. For Sylvania.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
We are immortal.
With haste.
Best way to deal with Vlad is ignore him, yeah.
Hungry
much.
for blood. On death's wings.
If you ever have to fight Vlad, just ignore him, fight his army. That's how bad it is. At least when you fight Gringo, you usually do it with a faction that has range and just shoot him. It's so easy to bring down with range.
Tremble, mortals. End them.
Vlad should be one of those lords that doesn't have a cap on healing.
Swift.
If they actually want to make Vlad special, not just some random trash lord.
Emperors.
Vlad used to be so cool. Since they are the bloodlines, Vlad has become, you know, like laughable.
With
Even more so than Grimgor. At least Grimgor will hit like a truck.
My fangs grow sharp. I thirst.
On death's wings. With haste. You dare? Yes. I win.
What?
Vlad von Carstein.
These are longbirds, boys. Just, you know, mid-tier dwarf infantry. Let's see how many times Vlad has to swing his sword to kill one. It's 2 times. 3 times. You can see them take damage every time. Oh, 1 died. Must have been a connection. 184, 180, 145, 100 damage.
Get that old stone planted and get
Another 140 damage. Roughly. Another 662. Another 200 damage. What's Vlad damage again? 519. Sitting for like about 200 damage average. Look at this. All these hits, only 1 longbird's dead. Oh. This must have been a lucky hit.
Put that axe in their faces!
6954. 133 damage. 6639. 6604. Melee expert. That's what happens sometimes. Get at a glance and hit. You know, he's still learning his swordsmanship skills. Fuck melee, range, and broken spells meta. And that's why you take Wind of Death and Vlad and screw his melee skills. This is it, right, ladies and gentlemen. Don't even try to build lore-friendly, strong fighter Vlad. Just get Wind of Death, and with 2 clicks, you destroy hundreds of infantry. He just spent fighting here over a minute, killed barely 16 dwarves. That just has no damage. Arcane Conduit, Wind of Death. The more heavy one, it makes sense to go yellow on Vlad, but yellow on Vlad is a waste.
For Vlad! Isabella von Carstein!
You want a funny thing? I cast Miasma twice on this unit, and it will do more damage than Vlad did this whole time. How much does it cost? 2 times 5, and it can be even cheaper. Sigvald is in the same boat. Sigvald is in the same boat like Vlad here, except he has a little bit more impressive stats.
Isabella! Die!
Anybody with strong mounts and can get good armor piercing damage.
Noble of the night, swiftly! Death to the living!
It's almost like 3 kingdoms, they're not even swinging their weapons, people are just dying. Any animations here, or just my guys just vaporizing. This is historical war, just like the unit is next to another unit and just the others just keep dying, like 10 people die every second.
Queen of Dance! So be
Not even hunger can keep him alive against the Longbeards.
One earth shall breathe this day.
I will rule all.
This is Rubier. Rubier is just a vampire hero. It's 40 kills. This is Vlad, Legendary Lord, 44 kills. This is White King, 38 kills. Has almost half the attack of Vlad.
By the ancestors, I'll have vengeance.
It shall be done.
yes! Countess! Isabella von Carstein! Quickly!
Isabella flies and gives powerful extra bonuses to certain units, unlike Vlad. So she's fine as she is.
Your will.
Vlad don't have a mount, and his stats might look like something, but trust me, this is shit. The armor piercing damage is shit. Sigvald can get godlike stats, but with armor piercing damage is shit. And unless you get Sword of Cain on Sigvald, even with Sword of Cain, he still gets knocked all the time.
What do you want?
Bow before me!
We we surpass Nagash?
Very well.
I am immortal. His lady.
51.
Isabella von Carstein.
I'm in your thrall. Vampire.
Yes.
He keeps miscasting.
Countess of Sylvania.
Potion of healing. Be good for the White King.
Descendant of
Getting Immortal Bull and the Vampires next. So
Fellow big
this idiot here has Zubar right next to Dragonhof. And what he does, he sends an army into the Empire
bloodline calls.
instead of taking down Zubar. The Sylvania can never ever do anything if they're at war with Zubar, and because of this proximity. And what? Look at this code here. It just goes sends army there instead of just taking Zubar. The first thing you have to do, fucking take Zubar with Dragonhof. Get Sylvania, take down Zubar.
Vlad von Carstein.
Oh, but let's get the other broken nation stomp us there. But this time they probably already have the technology against the vampires.
I am Vlad.
swiftly queen of darkness.
Do you take me for a Wasvik?
Perovazvik.
All shall know me and tremble.
Nay,
His lady. I know the way.
I will not disgrace my ancestors.
Okay, looking good for tier 4 here. We'll get 3 extra vampires there. Hopefully one will have a good trade.
To defile. Move! What?
Okay, the Empire is busy fighting Norland still, and that's good. The Skull Mesh is still active. Still hope there.
What?
Looks
So-
like Mumford is moving in to finish off Stirland.
What? It is time! You dare!
Yes. Deliver your missive and then get from my presence.
These guys could attack again at any moment. They didn't invite Karakirin to war against us. But their only enemy.
Dark, and the end times come. And here is proof. Zanganas come to treat with me.
Isabella von Carstein.
Conquest is not their business.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Another few things with the Germans. How is the campaign going? Slowly. It's going to explode soonish, I feel. Look at this Zuber moves, man. Like, what the fuck is this shit? So this is, you see, this is the problem, guys, between these bullshit wars with their broken rank 7 and bonus reload times on the from the experience, difficulty turning these units into rank 7. Look at this balance of power. This is Mumford, fucking Mumford, one of the strongest lords in the game, and look at his bar. Look at this fucking bar. Just Mumford here, nobody special. This is the problem with the game right now. This is still broken. There's like no wonder that Mumford can't do shit in Zuber. This guy's just bullying here. The high rank warlords and ranges just broken out resolve. No melee factions can win against that. Vampires, chaos, no chance. Just broken. No testing at all. This is just perfect example. There's no vampire bias for their strong magic to improve balance of power. So looks like Mumford was outside, and one that guys besieged Dragonhof, so the garrison can't assist. We can go into this battle, see what they do, but this is just gonna get grinded down. Scholars alone can kill most of this. The quarrels with great weapons better than regular quarrels? No. I feel like if you just concede here, Manfred should be fine. I've never seen what happens to the AI army if you surrender the bell. Because we cannot retreat here. Our enemy can retreat. Let's do it for science. The way this goes, these guys will raise Regenhof. Hey, yeah, Manfred is fine, because he didn't reinforce in the first place. Yeah, working as intended. Hey Scotty, I have a campaign in progress here. I do want to finish it before I put a little bit more hours in PvE. So since we surrendered, we didn't get reinforcement, so these guys didn't get into a battle. Are you guys seeing this shit? What the fuck these guys are doing? This is so broken. Even the brain dead AI is abusing this balance of power bullshit. And even if they lose a whole army, pop, got a whole full army in 3 turns.
I will not disgrace my ancestors.
No, this is fine, you know, because you know the player getting affected, but the other AI, it's almost like dwarf knowing that that vampires can't do anything.
Yes, my sire.
Holy shit, man! This is such a toxic faction, this Ubbar, for against the AI Manfred. No, he can't do anything. He just can't do anything, Manfred against Broken Zubar. These guys get rank 7 on the quarters and just broken out resolve all the time. It's really broken.
The true von Carstein.
It does look like they're gonna retreat now. The scumbags they are.
Follow me. Slay them. Then go.
Full red bar, huh? Like, what the fuck is going on here? It's like, it's definitely 50-50.
Darkness come.
I hunt. I thirst.
Not likely.
It is night.
Probably gonna go after this small force here.
Be gone.
They're a little bit stuck here.
Now. What? Dance macabre.
Close to the city.
Master of the dead.
This should be enough to destroy this army.
Do you take me for a wazwick?
We'll have to get rid of that Zubar army so we can actually get rid of Zubar. They're crippling this campaign.
More mausoleums to defile. Strike out.
Nine.
Descendant of the
Absolutely not. Impossible. The world will drown in blood. Swifter than death.
Isabella.
What is unthinkable?
Never.
Zombelin is a little bit under a threat.
Because
These guys could also besiege Umbrella Corporation here, there, but probably the toxic shits they are, they're gonna go just sec Asian between the armies, just suicide the rest, and they're gonna start recruiting an army somewhere else. There's no way they can recover from this. So I'm looking forward to see what kind of shit they're gonna pull off now. $50-50, what did I say, guys? What the fuck did I say? So you need both Legend Lords of Sylvania with a bunch of cavalry and all the shitty units they get in two armies to get a 50-50 against this shit. And those guys outnumbered the Sylvania in the first place. But we got him, This is cancerous as fuck, but we got him. I'm having it's like, when is the PoE? This is like the biggest scumbag multiplayer player you can experience, this Uber treatment of Manfred AI versus AI.
I understand. At once. Swiftly. At once.
I think these guys have enough cavalry to make them pinned, especially the range units.
Swiftly.
So should be fine here.
At once.
We have Pendulum to do a lot of damage. Apparently only 40 power reserve.
Swiftly.
This Sylvania has been stuck with negative winds for pretty much most of the campaign.
At once.
Creep Ghouls, 38 speed. Powerful Vampire Bloodline, 38 speed. The dress must be very heavy.
Swiftly. I drink their blood.
Good contact there, good contact, good charge.
At once. Swiftly.
Time to install Warhammer 1. Who think I am here? Corn champion to play Warhammer 1 over Warhammer 2?
At
And
once.
the shit is bad? Just go play another game.
We are the new order. Find me if you dare. Swiftly.
You know what's the craziest thing, Shidviza? When we play the Order Tide, the Empire, or the Dwarves, we get save corruptions. And when we play Evil, we get cancer. Like, what do you even do in such situation?
We are immortal.
What's the damage there?
At once. Swiftly. At once. For Isabella.
Tell you the reasons to play Rome 2. I woke up today, I look at my installed games, I'm like, Rome 2? Uninstall. Lake man.
We surpass Nagash.
I'm a little bit friendly fire here, but they're gonna take way more damage.
We are the new order.
With the Zanganas!
Swiftly.
Holy shit, look at Gorse, he's moving so fast. Alright, he's not as heavy as mount yet.
Crush the breathers. To war! Blood frenzy.
Maybe just spawn the zombies on top. They are getting surrounded.
In my thrall.
Smash their bones!
End them. Vampire.
What is happening elsewhere? Oh shit, this ghoul skill over 50 dwarves. God damn. Look at this. Literally killing 2 units of miners.
The living will join us. Back to unlife.
You see, when the vampires get a clear advantage against an army, it's 50-50. When it's only one army against another army, it's 20-80 for the AI.
Vampire. At once. Swiftly. At once. Swiftly.
Because you know, dwarves can handle 20 units of infantry and then 20 units of flying and cavalry at the same time. In the open field. at this air movement, man. What is this spaghetti code? What do we have here? Vashner Conquest is taking over Ultron and got a Sword of Cain. Fuck that shit. Didn't even go after Zubar, huh? So 4 units destroyed the 9 units. It's the Empire, you know, they're stronger than the vampires. Oh shit, they attacked Vlad. Not getting any magic bonuses because it's Vlad. They have to attack Isabella for us to get magic bonuses. You see all these bonuses? They don't get any of this because the Vlad is getting attacked, not Isabella. Isabella is enforcing, so you don't get any of the bonuses here. Did we just retreat towards the city? What the fuck is that about? We just retreated through them towards the city. Well, that's broken.
Vlad von Carstein, swifter than death.
Bring them death!
The winds have changed, now they are strong. So instead of getting negative 20, we get 40. We might be finally able to bring down Zubar.
As you command.
When you have one of these battles, you know, they've probably decided, boys and girls, let's not have any more of that dreaded headache with reinforcements. If there are battles like this, let's just make sure that Allied reinforcement is coming from behind the allies, and the enemy reinforcements coming behind the enemies.
Vampire! Sylvania rules the night!
Swiftly!
Miscast every single time. The whole strategy is Hero Zombies the whole game, yeah. Hero Zombies and Manfred.
I am immortal!
Invocation we had crashes, we had like 2. One was with, while Carstein raised dead, so it was guess plus one death crush.
At once!
I ascend.
White King. No one can stop me.
I'm in your throne! We are immortal! Vampire!
Blood von Carstein. Extinguish life.
What the fuck is the damage, man? This guy just glued him and just delivering damage every single time.
Blood von Carstein.
77 melee defense and all.
Blood frenzy! Blood magic!
Like if he's fighting Ungrim or something.
Queen of darkness. Fine.
Just get this fucker down.
Eternal.
As you command.
Love eternal.
Vampire! Blood magic!
For Sylvania.
Vampire!
What do you want?
Your time has come!
Quickly.
Darkness reigns.
Vampire! We are the new order!
His lady. Agreed. We rule the night.
It's so much for S for a fireball to actually finish a wounded lord like that. As long as they have multiplier, I guess it's too much.
Night has fallen. Swiftly. End them.
Vampire! We are immortal!
Isabella.
Shoulders.
I will. All will be ours.
Mark this day in the book.
Vampire! All
must end!
Armor beard, stay dead!
My fangs grow sharp! End them! Death to the living! Blood magic! We are the new order! To war! For Isabella! Excellent! The von Carstein's march! See them tremble!
Oh, we can from it does 24 damage to the Warlord.
A dark day! Our plans will shoot us! Do not shame your ancestors!
Isabella von Carstein! Quickly!
No zombies were killed. I mean, playtesters, one of them got 14 kills. What the hell? Must be damaged units from the Wind of Death.
Countess of Sylvan.
Of course.
Descendant of Vatori.
This guy takes way too much damage.
All shall know me and tremble. I
The
am
guy is
going.
AFK here in an ambush.
Undeath Ascendant.
You what?
We rest. Tak Zuber for fuck's sake.
Ready. Move.
I have no time for this.
Your wish, master.
Stop
This is
that.
all they have. Let's see if they're gonna recover.
Fellow beatless hearts, let us
Here's money.
discuss.
Could have taken the rest as March, I guess. Maybe it could be enough. This is about what we are at 63. That's exactly enough.
Be
I'll
gone.
get rid of these scumbags here.
Massacre them! Attack! No mercy!
Rubio and Nunscape Immortal. Yeah, notice how the bench just has this skill here in yellow. As you know, meme item here, meme item there, meme item here. This is not even me mine, it's just garbage. As a Dawnstone, one strong item. And you notice on battlefields like you send her in and just works. White King, you have to pull strings.
Champion of the Dark.
What is unthinkable?
The von Carstein.
Probably
You
gets
take
killed
me
by the
for a
crossbow
wasp?
sound.
The world will drown in blood.
Get 3 zombies.
Bring them death.
Might be fine. We don't have any resistances there. What do you guys think? All this corona craziness going around. Should I order a kebab today?
Isabella von Carstein.
I mean, the stores are pretty crazy. It's like everything got sold in the last 2 days. Do it always. I mean, restaurants at least have food.
Tremble, mortals.
Definitely would order kebab.
Vampire!
Your will.
I mean, if they are working, it's all safe. Gonna be no problems with it, right? They have like almost 40 confirmed infected.
Excellent.
I think was the latest count, and they're all
Isabella von
you know, like quarantine isolated.
Quickly, swiftly, quickly,
So it's not not that big here.
quickly,
Crash has about 4 million people.
swiftly, quickly, swiftly,
The city used to have 1 million people, probably has about 800,000 people these days.
quickly, swiftly.
Croatia has been constantly losing population every year. So it's not due to the virus, of course. It's due to, you know, country not having a really good future for the young people, so they're leaving.
I am immortal.
So 40 people infected and 4 million. I think that's pretty good. We have it under control.
Isabella von Carstein. Die!
All you need is get a helm of disc or oops, like this. Helm of disc or tremendous sword.
Bow before me! Quickly! Swiftly! Quickly! Swiftly!
Ooh, well, yeah, the metro area is probably about 1 million people. Now it's about 30% of the country's population here. Rakia and garlic and you'll be fine. Cures all diseases. I can't drink any alcohol, my stomach's been really upset the last few days. No alcohol.
The von Carstein's march!
I thirst! Excellent!
Vampire! We are the new order!
Imagine all the kebab places close for a couple of weeks. How the hell you survive a week without a kebab? It's like would cause a statewide depression. Guess it's pills for that.
Death and destruction!
Queen of
What do we have here? Doesn't actually say. 35% chance miscast. Lord Master doesn't lower miscast. It's like it's an oversight, no doubt. Lord Master should also give a more. We do need to minimize the miscast chance. You're taking unnecessary damage here. In a regular campaign you don't really need earthing. But if you're gonna use Forbidden Rod, we need it. The damage piles up during a battle. Only 10% ward save right now. Other options are 2 points of Children of Night. Lightning Strike is the last skill. Which is... what the fuck? They put this here and the Lightning Strike... they put this here and Lightning Strike here.
King of Darkness.
While the Vlad has a Lightning Strike here and this shit here. Raise that cost minus 15%. Ooh. Must be good for the AI because they lose armies all the time.
What?
The battle skills are useless. We could give 8 more defense to zombies. 8 more defense. Come on, buffing zombies on legendary, come on, it's just garbage, trash, dead meat unit. We need to rely on heroes. For the skeletons this does make sense, but for the zombies, yeah, maybe needs difficulty. I mean, look at the sudden zombie. If I need to rely on zombies to win a battle, it's all over. That's pretty much what I'm gonna tell you. Imagine relying on zombies to actually win a battle. We'll be fine when we get those extra vampires. She does need a bit of attack and damage. We can also get missile resistance here. Dark Pact is okay, make our heroes near unbreakable. So that we don't just die if they drop to low health. I'm not getting lightning strike for all these skill points, just stupid. Just stupid. Might as well just unlock the vampire. We definitely need this. This is a critical of this campaign. 2 points in Children of the Night. That's gonna be for campaign skills. We're gonna get character skills. Who would come ahead out in the zombies versus Skaven Slayers with Peasant Mob? The zombie, of course, as they have fear. Peasant Mob is probably the weakest out of the 3. If you just count the base stats, no assist. Zombies have fear. Fear causes -8 negative leadership. So the moment those other two take some damage, or one of those other two take damage, the zombies, they'll just skip routing and the zombies will win. Hero Bretonia is, we just did it with Carstein. If you've not seen the campaign, the super paladins are ridiculously strong. Ever since I added the WoWs, the paladins are near broken. Go watch the Carstein campaign if you haven't, but that would be an easy campaign. If you have to do it, you know, like on purpose and not just because the campaign went south. Need more damage.
The world.
Yeah, a monkey can play a Bretonian campaign this day and win before turn 100. That's why we always play Bretonian campaigns with the house rules. I'm not gonna be doing regular Bretonian campaigns and I feel like doing a perversion. People can always request a regular Bretonian campaign.
Champion of the dark.
Let's see what happens here. Don't have any yellow skills really. Except hunger, I think. Did they have hunger? Don't have hunger, we're fucked here. If you need heroes to win a Bretonian campaign, there's no hope for you.
Kneel before your master.
I can solve this battle.
Von Carstein. All shall perish.
Vacation Heg is gonna actually be good here on 3 targets. I know, Karish. No. Oh, we didn't mention it.
Blood von Carstein.
There's too many longbirds sitting for blood. The auto result is correct, we do have Wind of Death. But the auto result doesn't count the Wind of Death.
Bring death.
So, guys die and then the Corliss kill blood. That's what happens here. Fucking hell, this power. This is gonna be enough. If you just cast regular, you're not gonna kill Corliss, you need to cast Overcast. Al is just too weak to kill this many longbirds. Wind of Death. God damn it. Don't have Arcane Conduit yet.
Only manlings could create such
Shit.
unliving beasts.
I'm missing a window here.
Now to use their mighty. End them. Get your beards out of the way, Darwin.
Got a miscast. Still think we lose this. I don't even have a lore, by the way.
With haste. On death's wings.
Squirrel is just doing so much damage.
On death's wings. death!
We do have a lot of healing.
On death's wings! With haste! I thirst!
With the other conduit, we'll be fine. 2 Wind of Death, we win.
End them!
They give a Vlad wooden sword with special effects, so he can't kill
Your
shit.
fate, mortals!
See, he has to use his foot to, you know, has to kick with his leg, you know, to actually do some kills.
On death's wings! Darkness reigns! All shall perish!
We have options to cast some zombies, but they just die. Healing is a good option if the hunger is not sustainable. But what we really need is a Wind of Death. And it will take forever to get 1 Wind of Death here.
With haste!
Wind
On
of Death
death's
wins this
wings!
battle.
With haste! On death's wings! With haste!
There's still a pretty good chance to get rid of them here, but looking good. Portal is doing too much
I
damage.
will! You dare! On death's wings!
A lot can die.
For
They just get wounded.
Sylvania.
You ever played this game before?
Very well. With haste! Give them the gift! Extinguish life! Kill the necromancers! On death's wings! With haste!
Well, this is good starting
On
units, but
death's
Isabella is a
wings!
way stronger lord.
With haste! By Van Hell! On death's wings! With
These
haste!
bolts, man,
On
super
death's
accurate.
wings! With haste!
They're shooting crossbows while we're fighting their own unit, and they're just hitting Vlad 80% of the time.
With haste! On death's wings! With haste! On death's wings! With haste! Mark this day in the book! It is done! On death's wings! With haste! On death's wings! With haste! It shall be done! Very well. On death's wings! With haste! On death's wings! With haste! On death's wings! With haste! On death's wings! Life ends! With haste! On death's wings!
Fucking hell. We need the Wind of Death to get rid of the Longbeards, so we were saving the power. Couldn't cast 2 heals. We'll be back in a few turns.
More sleep What do you want?
We take an army loss.
Important. Agreed for now. Then go. Move.
Isabella von Carstein.
My will alone.
Undeath Ascendant.
We've been fine there with Arc Conduit, but still not Arc Conduit.
His lady. Vampire. Isabella. I will. Night has fallen. Countess. Agreed. For blood. For Sylvania.
We'll be harassing that so they don't get new armies. I don't think they recruited a new lord there. Maybe at Grom Peak.
Do you need fresh troops?
Not yet.
I have no time for this. Thine right is mine.
Yes, my son. Die!
No, I will not shame my plan.
We don't need to get rid of Zubar. It's all been taking way too long to get rid of him.
More fleet shines.
Darkness calls.
4 turns and another 5. Get the Cursed City. And then in another 4 we get Vampire Crypts and we can recruit 3 more Vampires. Our strongest unit in this campaign. We'll be playing Chaos on the main game. Not playing that shit. Imagine if Clan Anger did not crash, we would have actually been playing and testing that shit. How things would have went differently. Whole history of this game would have changed, Kappa. Only one dwarf campaign actually, you know, worked. You can also get Lodestone of Darkness and get another White King as well. You can get another bench in tier 5. The mid bench is really hard to get. So you need this building in every city to get extra benches.
What?
Drink them dry. Let's see if we can drink them dry. Hey Claudius, good morning. On the map, we are this red color here. This is the Emperor next to us, Reichland. So defensive faction is invading us to raid us. And dwarves no less. Maybe I'm just blocking the recruitment here. If Shivas gets wounded, there's a sacrifice willing to make because we need to get rid of Zubar.
What the hell?
Oh my god.
A small donation for my favorite vampire streamer. Keep the good times rolling.
Well, goddamn. Holy shit, Dia, bro. That's super generous from you. Thank you very much. Love you.
I hunt.
Descendant of Baturi. I will do as you ask.
And to imagine that could have added over 300 turns to the Chaos campaign. He definitely loves me. Yeah. Now we can afford 2 kebabs. Kebab here costs about $5. About $5. In the store for $5 you can't buy anything equal to the kebab. So it's just basically just cheaper to order kebab and eat kebab for lunch than make a lunch yourself. We usually like have lunch for 2 or 3 people, so it's kind of cheaper to order than actually make something. Especially with the chaos of Corona these days, the stores you don't even find all the right goods anymore. Usually now in the stores you have those products which not everybody buys, but now that since everything else is gone, they have to buy those as well. Well, this definitely make my month a little bit easier, dear bro. I'm able to enjoy myself playing PoE with dead streams. And wait for the Warhammer 2 better days. I actually don't mind if it goes a longer one, but imagine we have to actually go destroy other continents. Because there's gonna be no workarounds, no rules regarding AFK. But I'll be fair regarding that. So we're gonna be actually active campaign and trying to actually destroy people, no matter what whack-a-mole we get. So we don't just AFK the turns. Now we're not gonna AFK the turns. That'll be it's not like a survival campaign, where actually would matter. AFK turns to get money? No. We're gonna be actively playing the campaign. It's gonna be like a regular Warriors of Chaos campaign in this current state of the game, 70 turns, and if it gets extended, we'll be using those turns to destroy as many people as we can. We're gonna try to create a system where to minimize whack-a-moling so we destroy more factions.
This night.
So we don't have a siege attacker here. Vlad is wounded. We can use a Banshee to damage the walls. There's a 67% chance the walls will get damage, which means we will not need a siege attacker to attack the city on the same turn. Success. Altron delivers. And is right in front of the city. Getting blocked by my own hero. Maybe I should have moved a little bit further. I should know better at this point, but it looked like yellow, but it was not yellow. This yellow here, I feel like it was the yellow, but it was here. Guess we could. We're gonna have less power. We have to switch heroes to Shit Wizard. Because the power reserve works differently. I mean, it's not like we have to destroy a lot here. But still, I have to destroy stuff.
Kill. Slay them.
So, for the purpose of this battle, we have to transfer the units. So, the heroes add their power to Shield Wizard. Reinforcements do not contribute to wins of magic power reserve. It's a balancing thing, otherwise it'll be broken. So, we had to transfer the heroes so we get all the power here. And Isabella will reinforce.
Die.
50-50. Can't believe we actually pulling this through with Zubar. Look hopeless for a bit. Wait till they start asking for college money and help with their weddings. What? How expensive are weddings? Oh man. So what is more expensive, a college or a wedding in America? Help with weddings? Marconis must be ancient. He's a white king by now. College is about 15 times more expensive. Holy shit. Education in America sounds ridiculous. In Lithuania, no wedding can go for like 10k euros. Yeah, probably here as well. Unless you do something small. Yeah, I did hear about expensive healthcare for sure. I was more than happy to pay my debt to the hospital of $700 for 3 week stay in Italy and a surgery without health insurance. We at least have a generous system here. Let me just update this. One moment. Having issue with one of the windows. Okay. Bench is outside as well. I'm not really happy with this, but we should be okay. Here Isabella. The guns here, I have to avoid those guns. 3 handgunners.
Swiftly! At once! Vampire!
Our White King needs to go around. We need to get him to the center. Handgunners, did I say handgunners? I meant thunders.
I thirst. He's late.
You can send all the flyers there. The vampires are pretty strong at killing range units. It's not the extra strength vampires because they're not in the army there. Oh, never mind. For some reason it counts.
I'm in your throne.
Wow. It's actually they're missing attack and defense. They get damage from defection effects, yeah. Never mind, never mind. We'll kill the range units and then we'll win the red rest. It's pretty cool seeing a zombie horde like this. Just wish they would actually be threatening a bit. All the big issues being a melee unit is like handicap enough. You have to get into melee, and then you have to still hit a unit. The range units just always hit little damage. Well, it sounds like Lithuanian Heroes and Croatia has the similar radius. At least in some areas.
Swiftly!
Zombies destroy door pretty fast.
Swiftly!
Isabella von Carstein.
And Gunners, Thunderers are the most dangerous unit they have, because they actually can do a lot of damage to vampires. It's like the best one of the best counters for flying units, it's guns.
Crush the breathers!
We have a pit of shades here.
If you dare!
There are longbeards, 2 units of longbeards.
Vampire!
I'm sending the wrong unit
blood.
here.
All life must end!
It's actually pretty juicy here.
I am immortal.
Just have to send it around. This is a regular pit of shades.
Blood magic! We are immortal!
I would love to see scaling for several units to, to make them viable throughout the game.
Vampire! At once! Swiftly! At
There's a lot of units in this game. Could be a lot of fun if they actually just worked a little bit with that.
Swiftly!
Like flagellants, white lions. So many examples.
Isabella.
Well, that's supposed to be a shock infantry. Obvious, you use the charge. Unless the rest of the units works, the charge is kind of irrelevant. It only works in
Isabella von
multiplayer.
Carstein.
Overcast here. Overcast does more damage. It's still a piece of
We
damage.
are the new order!
Then we'll actually fight off White King with the main persona.
Bow before
Then he's just a better White King, just how it is.
I obey. Yes.
Vampire!
Power level of tanks have increased exponentially since a couple of changes over the years. Now they have strong Valaya and even Grimnir is stronger. With the dwarf crafting system, the gear they can get, tanks just got crazy. But used to be lore masters, basically tanks have surpassed them in melee capabilities. While the lore masters still have access to high resistance and magic.
Queen of Death.
And lore masters supposed to be guarded melee combat.
Bring them to our hides!
White King.
The stats should be the 10-101, but it's the AI 10. The defense buff is out of control.
Oh my god! Have you seen
They
that
come
shit?
to a conclusion. One way they can fix melee in this game is to remove melee defense from the difficulty. Melee defense bonus from difficulty. That's the best way probably to fix melee in this game.
I am darkness.
Thank you, Raiden. And you know what the people don't realize there, bro? People realize that the green skins don't have fighter heroes. People don't realize this. People don't realize that Golden Bee Boss is a rogue hero, like Banshee. And you know, how is this been acceptable for nearly about 4 years of Warhammer series
Swiftly.
that green skins don't have a fighter hero?
At once. Bleed them.
The Golden Bee Boss does provide extra money for the from battles, and you see how that thing goes down against the vampires, and it could be useful with stuff like Helm of Discord, any abilities granted by items, but you have to get those items first. Otherwise, it's just a campaign hero. On campaigns, they're incredible, can just block armies, and if you play with the Crooked Moon, they're really spammable. If you've seen the last Crooked Moon campaign, we were basically live casting Goblin heroes.
Noble of the night.
But the campaign was just slow dead.
We are the new order. Swiftly. At once.
Isabella von Carstein.
I have high hopes for the Orc War Boss with the Igniskins rework. But I have a feeling that even after the rework, Night Goblin War Boss is gonna be a better option because of poison. How sad is that? Because the Greenskins don't have access to healing, they have to get poison for their army. They have to make the War Boss pretty crazy to be a viable option over the Night Goblin War Boss to be the poison for the whole army.
Swiftly.
I don't think they understand that, and that's why we're not gonna get a strong Orc War Boss.
Tremble, mortals.
I obey.
Sylvania rules the night.
And then again, you see there's thousands of people literally who don't understand why Gorst is, you know, good.
It shall
You know, you don't get a strong fighter, you get a poison for a whole army, which is extra slow. Hitboxes staying in place, have the strongest Graveguard, Blood Knights, Wargeists,
as you.
but you know, they still don't understand. How the developer gonna understand then?
Yes. I obey.
Night has fallen.
The von Carstein's march.
Isabella von Carstein.
Strongest vampire armies with Gorst. You can put wizards in every vampire army, so that doesn't count. You want to get good melee grinder to actually melee that works? It's with Gorst.
Vampire. What? Blood magic. Vampire. Curse of years.
Oh, you always start with Gorst, you don't start with Mumford.
Yes.
You never start with Mumford.
It shall be done.
The last campaign when we started with Mumford was a special campaign. Regular campaign, it's Gorst every single time. It's the best faction effects, or probably of all factions. Research and replenishment. You always start with Gorst. These campaigns are played differently, guys, and these rules don't really apply because challenge campaigns, you know.
I obey. Yes.
time has come.
Just, you know, avoid the memes, you know. People meme about the Slayers as well, but, you know, don't take these things seriously.
The living will join us. Undeath Ascendant.
Biggest strength from Gorse is the strong poison for the whole army. Poison is 20% damage debuff and 24% slow. Gorse poison is 50% buff on the base poison, on the slow. So you can really slow them. Which means when the cavalry hit something, they're not gonna move. And those Blood Knights are gonna be extra effective. Vargas too.
Your desire?
Slow makes units stay in spot longer, which means the hitboxes are gonna stay there longer as well. I don't just need to be glued on the enemy.
Vampire. To war. I'm in your throne.
And now, think of this. They are poisoned by a 36% slow, and then use Curse of Years on top of that. Those guys will not move. Curse of Years is additional 24% slow.
Yes. The Von
You can go even
Carstein
further and use the slow from the Shadow Magic.
crush the breathers.
24% slow.
Find me if you dare. I ascend. The living will join us.
Our clans will shoot us!
Surpass Nagash. Blood frenzy.
Magic is a situation, you have to have the knowledge of it,
At once.
and then recognize the situation where it will be used strongest, and will not come even after a couple hundred hours,
At once.
especially if you don't play with it.
Isabella
Experiment with
von
it.
Carstein.
Literally will take just 500 hours just to learn all the spells. It's you know how much interaction is in this game between stuff. Yes, we have Lamian and Blood Dragon.
Isabella von Carstein. So be it.
The Von Carstein's march.
So a lot of people don't know, but look at this. We're just getting healed by Invocation Nehek. Invocation Nehek. Holy shit, we're getting healed by 2 Invocation Nehek at the same time. Well, a lot of people don't even know that this works.
Blood frenzy.
Isabella von Carstein.
The living
Elich,
will
why you cast
join us.
Invocation Nehek without Overcast?
Vampire. I will not sire these.
Isabella.
Double crash! Oh man, come on, Shit Wizard. When you overcast a spell, you cast an upgraded version. Which means you can still cast the regular version and they will both work at the same time. So in the case of Invocation Heck, Regrowth, Earth Blood, very powerful. It doesn't really matter unless, you know, have big Winds of Magic power reserve, which some faction can get so high that the magic becomes spammable. And this is like the goal of this faction, to magic become spammable, because the magic is the strongest thing about them. But what makes them powerful is the whole package. You have to use the whole package, not just magic. In this case here, we're kinda limited, we don't have the whole package, we just have magic heroes being undead. We're limited with units. So we just have heroes, pretty much.
Isabella von Carstein. Gathers. Night comes. As you say.
Let's unlock another vampire. Our vampire capacity is now 5. When we get the vampire building, it's gonna be 6. Tier 4 increased capacity. So I'll get additional vampires. Of course, that's gonna have to be leveled as well. Leveled as well.
What? Join me for dinner.
Getting all the attack first. Getting over 60 attack on Banshee.
Do you take me for a wazzock?
In the beta, they actually lowered unit experience per turn from difficulty from 500 to 400. It's 20%. That's exactly how much they should lower it in the main game as well. Because 500 per turn is a little bit too much. It will make evil factions a little bit better, especially the vampires and chaos.
I will not betray you.
I'm gonna have rebellions here, pretty much. Get some money. We can get a tier 3, so the rebels can't do much. Depending what kind of rebel spawn, of course. We can get 4 heroes and farm items. We need a ridiculous amount of items. We can get 4 lords and farm items, because we can get a chance of getting items. If we get an army of heroes, the amount of items you need is crazy.
Move! No, I will not shame my clan.
What do you seek?
I will alone.
No. Unworkable.
The moment we're moving a little bit further, all these guys are coming.
My kin, I am pleased thou attendest
He
me.
does have money.
Darkness comes.
Just wish he would not do stupid shit like this. This is gonna make 3 factions declare war on him. I was the good move to finish up Stirland, but it just, you know, it started a shitstorm here. We need Manfred. This campaign is lost without Manfred. And then you know how fucked we are when we need Manfred. By saying need, we need him as a military ally. If he gets 3 provinces, he'll get 6 armies. And from there we can definitely work something out.
Don't think so.
So what do we have here? They're even taking a turn of attrition now. They were raiding when they entered the land, so it makes sense. These guys are getting killed by the attrition. This region here has the vacant battlefield, very strong building. It causes additional attrition to the enemy. Unlike the chaos shit corruption, the vampiric corruption is dangerous, especially when enhanced by the vacant battlefield, even to the legendary AI. It's the best thing about the vampire counts, and I just wish the chaos corruption did something instead of being just a joke. So not only you make the invasion for the enemy dangerous, you also get extra garrison.
I will alone.
Not war with Kara here now.
My kin, I am pleased thou.
And they've got invited to the war.
It is night.
I will not disgrace my ancestors.
Well, they do sometimes have to. They have to go slow through it to avoid attrition, Porchev. And if they take a single turn of attrition, that's it. In a regular campaign, you would have White King's assault units, so your cities are pretty safe.
This night, who wishes the red kiss?
Darkness comes.
Do you take me for a wazak?
You have to go fight Karahin. I can't go finish off these bastards.
Corpse must.
Talk, cause my chopper gets Nick.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
The Karak lost armies recently. Thank you, Mega Ninja. Grimgor hates Sylvania. Holy shit, that's a nice one to level the bow over here. That's a nice one. That's, you know, that's the thing on solo self-found Rubia, you know. You'll get gear for other characters and then don't feel bad about switching to other characters. It's leveling a character in PoE, it's fast. Getting gear, that's a lot of work. Yeah, just put in stash, Rubia. Stash is for the whole league. Everybody on solo self-found that you're gonna play.
Expand Sylvania's borders.
It's a pretty nice item to have a fun leveling with an archer. Might even get lucky and upgrade that one. There's a prophecy. Almost rendered it. Oh man. Do we reach Zombieland?
Don't think so.
I feel like this guy's gonna get so much here that the vampires won't be able to stop them. Why is this campaign has so many hard decisions?
No, I will not shame my
I can't defeat
clan.
this without Isabella. In a siege, which is gonna be close. Is this guy strong? Strong. We could get Roman as well. We could get the Red Incarnate. All that doesn't matter when you have only one.
I will not disgrace my ancestors.
Our infantry is not good enough against this, so we have to get lucky with deployment.
More sleep shines.
Begone.
This better be important.
This guy currently has 2 skills that's stronger than Roman. We'll send a
Now,
Shid Wizard.
Impossible.
yes.
We have to get rid of these bastards, even at the risk of losing Zombieland. These bastards can get 3 armies here. They're stupid.
You what?
Okay, I'll get rid of Zubar and then we'll deal with Karak here.
Do not waste my time with...
Darkness comes.
This place rebels. I hope Mumford deals with the rebels, as we currently can't ourselves. This is gonna be a rebellion fest.
I hunt. It will be done. It is night.
Rebels, who's gonna rebel here? Greenskins? Greenskins should be with this corruption.
Master of the dead.
Yeah. Our allies will handle them. We're very close to destroying Zubar and getting a little bit breathing room. We need to get Mumford to 6 armies. Anyways, boys, kebab is here. Lunchtime. I'm gonna go eat. Be back in like 20 plus minutes. We'll be playing Path of Exile. We'll be doing like this streams like this of this campaign for several days. The rest of the day I'll be playing Path of Exile. It's currently hot with the new expansion, new league. I'll be seeing you guys soonish. Thank you again, dear bro. Devil made my man here.